It's a question everyone wants to know. Why are there so many cats in Istanbul? Can you tell me? Herkese merhaba. Welcome to a new episode of So This is Turkey. Now, if you've ever visited or have lived in Istanbul, you'll see that the city is full of cats. There's rumored to be between 125,000 to over 1 million cats that live on the streets of Istanbul. But how did it get that way? Well, there's a couple of background reasons for how cats ended up in Istanbul in the first place. Part of the answer could be shrouded in religion. In Islam, which is the predominant religion of Turkey, cats are seen as a revered animal. Prophet Muhammad apparently loved cats and had a beloved cat named Weza. Also, according to folklore, Abu Sa'id, who was a companion of Muhammad, apparently had a cat that saved the prophet from a snake. Cats are seen as ritually clean in Islam, and during the time of the Ottoman Empire, were freely able to enter mosques. Now, it remains to be seen whether or not these stories are true, and it could just be folklore. We'll never really know. And besides, it might not really matter since Turkey is a secular country. But one thing that we do know is that cats did arrive to Istanbul, which was known as Constantinople way back when, during the Byzantine era. During this time, when Europe was suffering from the Black Plague, they were also exterminating cats because they were thought to be seen as devilish or connected to witches. In the meantime, people in Byzantium kept cats around because they were a good source of pest control, and they got rid of vermin effectively. This was one reason why the plague skipped over that area. Furthermore, later on in the Ottoman Empire, cats continued to arrive to Istanbul shores. They were mostly brought over by seamen who wanted to keep cats on board to control mice populations, and cats just ended up staying in the city and breeding. However, homes at that time were mostly made of wood, and that made them breeding grounds for mice and rats. So people again kept cats around for a practical purpose, as a source of pest control. But what caused the cat population to really boom in Istanbul? From what I found, the biggest reason why there are so many cats in Istanbul is because there isn't an official spaying or neutering program in the city. There are veterinarians and clinics that do try to address the issue, and there are actually some animal shelters for strays. But these efforts barely put a dent in the skyrocketing population of cats all over the city. Because the cat population is so out of control, things aren't always the best for our four-legged friends. Outside of the big and fancy neighborhoods, cats are regularly subject to infection, neglect, starvation, and even the horrors of animal abuse. It's typical for a street cat to live between 3 to 4 years, if they're lucky. Animal rights groups have been pushing for the city to take the issue seriously. Thanks to an outcry from them and others that live in the city due to recent horror stories, there has been new recent legislation proposed that now considers all stray animals as living beings, not commodities, which means that anyone that abuses a stray animal will actually receive jail time and not a lenient fine. But going back to the question about how the population got so big, well, the obvious answer is people just love cats in Istanbul, and they're adorable. Several cats have reached iconic status in the city, with one of them becoming a resident of the famed Hagia Sophia and another getting their own statue in Istanbul's Kadıköy district. As seen in the film Kedi, which means cat, Istanbulites have gladly adopted cats as their own community pets, providing them food, water, shelter, and taking care of them as if they were their own. Wherever you go in the city, cats are able to freely roam people's homes, restaurants, stores, and even hospitals. So, street cats in Istanbul belong to no one and everyone at the same time. They're everyone's pet, and they're not going to go away anytime soon. And as a bona fide cat lover, I have no problem with that. Hey everyone, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like it or leave a comment. You can also subscribe to follow my adventures here and on Instagram. Be sure to follow the hashtag SoThisIsTurkey. Thanks!